All right, we're back, and when we last left off, Marcus went back to Amber's Peak to have a talk with Zertorm about maybe finding out if we can bend his will to do a mission that the party wanted to do. And Zertorm, Marcus was granted access to the inner keep to the keep, and Zertorm appeared above him at the top of a tower on the back of his small dragon that he has tamed. And so Marcus looks up and beholds this, and Zertorm, all majestically, he like turns the creature to the side and looks down, and he can see Marcus down there. And he whispers something to the dragon, and it quickly takes flight and descends down and comes to a smooth and silent landing right next to Marcus on the ground. And Zertorm looks down and says, "Good evening. How can I help you?" He's not looking at Marcus. He says this to Marcus, but he's looking at the baby dragon, and he's just kind of looking around. He doesn't incline his head and look towards you at all, but he says that. What do you do?
I thank him for the audience, and I ask him if he would be willing to help in some manner of taking the keep.
For Vond?
Yeah, for Bond.
He looks at you when you say Vond, and he's, What do you know of Vond?
I don't know a whole lot. I just know that
Why do you want it?
because we told what's her face?
Arvia.
Arvia, yeah. Told Arvia that we would help her take the keep, but I just fear that she doesn't have the manpower, and it would just be a suicide mission unless we got help from someone.
You say this, and there's it's quiet out here. It's it's not the middle of the night, but it's 8 or so in the evening, dark. You say this, and there's just this kind of prolonged, just 10 seconds silence. Like he doesn't say anything after you say that. And during this little small moment here, you notice that like when this dragon moves around, and because it's not perfectly still, it's kind of moving its wings and flicking its tail around, but it just doesn't make any sound at all. It's like completely silent. It's still a baby dragon, but still it's enormous. It's over 10 feet long, and he's on the back of this thing. And when this thing's moving around, and you don't hear any sound at all, you can just barely see the movement of it because it's so bright white as a baby dragon. But yeah, there's this 10-second pause where he doesn't say anything to you. After you tell him about Arvia, and he just says, "That poor woman." That's all he says, "That poor woman." And then he like looks down, like he's on this saddle that has been crafted for this beast, and there's like the pommel, that he rests his hands, and he's just kind of looking down at that, and says, "Your party, you want to travel to Vond? You want?" He says, "How far west have you been?"
About a day's travel from here.
Okay.
Ask him about why they say poor lady.
We spent most of our time. I mean, how long have we been out here? Like total of a month-ish.
It's a good question.
Less?
I mean, I
Actually, I don't
actually,
think
yeah,
so.
I have a thing here.
A tracker?
Yeah, I have a little calendar. Actually, you guys have you've been out. You have left Towan Village 15
Like
days ago.
Ooh, I was gonna say
Yeah.
2 weeks. Right.
So yeah, you guys have just been out of town a little over 2 weeks. Ever that you've ever left
Yeah.
town.
Wow.
But he doesn't know
Yeah.
that. You know, he doesn't know that. I mean, so yeah, you say, you know, just a day west, and he just, again, it looks like what you can tell is like he's mulling over what he wants to tell you or not tell you. It's just like not all the Raven land is like this. A day west of here, a day anywhere from here, it's just all grassland and plains, and it's like an endless ocean of grass is what it's like here, but that's not what it's like everywhere else. I know what that woman wants and why she wants to reclaim it. She doesn't understand what's over there. But
Maybe she's looking for a rally point to increase the morale of her people.
he looks up. Now he like kind of looks up to the sky. You know, you see him looking up, and he's like, the dwarves are fanatical people. Especially her clan, the Crom. They're great fighters, and they're very zealous for what they believe. So what would you have me do? You kept my army together. You were the one who kept my army together, yes?
Yes.
You're welcome.
So he finally turns to you and looks at you. Again, it's dark. You know, it's dark out, but you can tell he like turns his head and looks down at you from atop his dragon. And he's like, that was a very brave thing that you did. And I am grateful for that. And then he stops looking at you and he looks back at the dragon and
Thank you for your acknowledgement.
So, what do we want from him in our efforts to go try to reclaim this stronghold?
Well,
Do we want like
with the army like that she has, because she's still going around trying to find more people to join, probably getting, you know, hillbilly farmers and
anyone she can, yeah.
Yeah, probably not a whole lot of warriors per se, but if we could get him to help us, if we can get Zortorm to help us with the, maybe give us some of the cords or, some warriors that will come back to him and or, if he does help us take the keep, then, we could be like, well, that would be the end of our obligations to Arvia, and so we could follow him afterwards.
maybe you could inquire why he said that comment of
we don't know what's there.
That poor girl, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Asking about that,
Okay.
So
know something more about her.
So it sounded like everything you were just saying was you just kind of thinking out loud, like what you're mulling over, telling him. Like, what are the words you want to tell him now? When he says, "What would you have me do?"
I would greatly appreciate lending some of your army to help subjugate the keep, and maybe because we personally in our group, we don't know much about it. We don't know a huge amount about the West or anything like that either. But what would be waiting for us there?
Again, there's a moment of silence, and he sighs. You just hear him like this, and before you know it, he moves the dragon. He with the reins, he grabs the reins and pulls the dragon towards you, and the dragon does this side step, takes one step to its to the side closer to you. This happens in 2 seconds. He does this and he leans down and he grabs you, Marcus, by your shoulder, right here. He grabs your cloak and just picks you up like you're a toddler. He picks you up.
Oh no, Mark is gonna die.
He picks you up. And he plants you firmly behind him on the dragon and takes off into the night.
Harry Potter, you're going for a ride.
So he's
Yay!
he takes off. He ascends rapidly, and he's just counting on you to your lizard brain to take over, and you're gonna hold on for dear life if you don't want to just fall and die. So he's not really trying to hold you. He's just taking off, and like I said, he's gonna let your instincts save your own life. That kind of thing. And
John Doe.
and so
Yeah.
so now he's up. Now the two of you are up on this dragon circling over Amber's Peak, and he says, "Where are you camped?"
I point out.
You
because-
you just point in the general direction that way.
Yeah, I do believe. I mean, it may have been you or the bigger dragon, but circled around us last night, right? Or yesterday, or was it just earlier tonight?
He doesn't answer. He just wanted to know which way to go. So he starts heading that way. So he starts heading to the west. And within just a couple minutes, I mean, you guys aren't that far away from town, from Amber's Peak. He sees the light of your guys' campfire and descends.
Why? Why are we changing screens?
Oh no.
Time to die.
I'm gonna die.
Oh boy.
I'm a
Nobody
follower of Zortorm.
do
I
nothing.
informed him of your guys' atrocities.
Hey,
Dude,
what are
so
they-
you're sitting behind him, right? You can shank him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the party now. What were you guys up to?
Sharpening my sword.
Okay,
I was gonna
sounds
say-
very Dira-esque. Something
having
with
a blood ritual.
something with a weapon.
I don't think I was asleep.
Yeah,
Was
it's
I? No.
we'll say it's 8 o'clock it's 8 o'clock at night. So you guys just all hanging out around the campfire.
Yeah, I'm singing dwarvish songs, and everybody's telling me to shut up.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, the three of you, and then Jag's there. The cart's tied off, and Jag is kind of hobbled and put up for the night, basically, and just kind of grazing on some grass there. And three of you are sitting around the campfire when all of a sudden, silently, this dragon swoops down and lands here next to your camp, and you look up and there's Marcus. 5 seconds ago he wasn't there, and now you look over and there's that dragon there's Zertorm, and then there's Marcus, and the dragon moves over and Zertorm hops down with Marcus, takes him again, picking him up like he's a 1-year-old, like he's nothing, and like takes Marcus down and puts Marcus on the ground and stands like this. The dragon's off behind everyone, just totally uninterested. The dragon's just laying down, snoozing like a big cat. I mean, it just looks completely uninterested in everything, just laying there curled up. And Zertorm just says, "Good evening."
I like to be there and maybe just I imagine I'm sitting around the fire, but I just get up and just kind of like a bow. Your gracious lord, giving us your presence. It's an honor to be in your presence.
I was asking.
He sticks out he sticks out his boot for you to lick. No. No. If you do that, Garrick, then he nods and he accepts it. He doesn't tell you no, don't do that. He just doesn't say anything. He's like, "Okay, yeah. That's
Way scum."
No, he doesn't he doesn't react at all. He doesn't dismiss you. He doesn't acknowledge you. He just he looks at you and sees you do that and then just looks. So what do the rest of you do?
Shaking my head in disgust.
Yeah. You did pathetic.
Disgust about what? Exactly.
This devotion to this guy.
So you're shaking your head at
Garrick
for being like a suck up?
And Marcus, too.
What are you talking about?
Marcus-
I got to ride a dragon. I got like a ear-to-ear grin right now.
I was gonna say,
It's like an Uber ride home.
was Marcus thrilled or was he like freaked out?
Oh, he was probably panicking when on takeoff, but after getting in the air, he's like, "Hell yes!"
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I'll say Marcus is Zertorm turns and gives you a look, and you take your place here with the party. Okay, so yeah, he is standing before you, and so this is the first time all of you have seen him. Some of you, a couple of you have seen him now, but so again, he is very fit looking. I mean, he's wearing his armor. You can't really see his face, but he's just very ornately armored and tall, not unusually tall, but he's just a very tall, very fit looking person. I mean, he looks very formidable and moves very quietly, and he just comes up and stands before you all.
Do we want to ask him something or ask him what we can do for him? What do you guys think?
What I was thinking, that you scratch our back, we scratch yours, type of thing. Like once we're done with this keep, if he helps, then I'm sure that the dwarves would be, show gratitude, and we would help him afterwards.
Yeah, go that route, right? I mean, hey, you give us a little bit of an army to help overtake this, and then boom, all of a sudden your army is going to be even that much bigger, right? Because then they'll swear their allegiance to you also. I don't know.
And they'll also have like a route of, a supply route, a place for them to push from, in this war, and or to fall back to if need be.
Yeah, isn't like further west kind of where all this battle's supposed to take place, or?
I'm assuming so.
I can't recall. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah. I'm wondering if we could borrow some of his what are those super tall dudes? Fire Tours? Minotaurs?
Yeah, maybe they could come along.
Yeah.
They'd be hell fighters for sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I like the plan.
What do you think, Peyton? I mean,
I'm just here
Dira.
for the ride.
Nice.
I think we should get the fighters though. For
That's
her.
a good idea. Some sort of
I-
cords or Goldanes.
I like Marcus's what is a trade spin on it. I think that's smart. I think that's really good. I feel like that's a good argument.
So as you guys are all, we'll say that you guys have all been discussing this and stuff now and before. So you guys have all been like, what are we going to say to him? You know, like even if you guys as players haven't really figured out what you want, like the characters have been talking about it. And so, so he silently, we'll say like you guys are all just kind of sitting around a fire here now, or you guys all stood up, I'm sure. And then Marcus came. So now Zertorm just walks up, like right to you guys and sits down. He just sits down. Even if you guys are standing, he takes a seat at the fire and kind of lays back.
I offer him food or drink.
Nice. Just chill.
Like, do you eat? Do you drink?
He just says, thank
Are
you,
you
but
human?
no. And he says, well, he sits down and he kind of reclines, like he sits down and then he's gonna lay back, like he's gonna lay like propped up on one shoulder or like one elbow, kind of laying on his side, you know, that kind of really relaxed pose. That's what he's like going to. But then as he's as he's transitioning from sitting to this reclined chillaxing position, he looks through the fire, looks past all of you, and he sees Jag over there. And he gets up and he walks right up to Jag and he starts talking to the animal, and Jag like looks at him like he understands the language. And so you don't hear Jag make any noises, but then he's
What is he saying?
and then he just comes back and he pats Jag on the side of the head and like brushes his hand through the mane and then just comes and sits back. He sits back down where he was seated before, and then he gets into this reclined position and he looks at Deer and says, that is a majestic animal.
I know.
Keep your hands off.
Very, very proud of our horse.
I'm afraid what the horse told him.
Yeah. Okay.
Just sitting
He
there.
abandoned me.
Be over there, they're okay. That other one, she's a little psychotic.
He saved me.
Oh God.
So he just says, please sit.
Have a seat.
I'll sit down and I'll be like, so what do you do when you're not running an army in your castle there? What do you do for fun?
Okay, and again, now he's down like closer to the level of the fire, and he looks towards whoever's talking to him. So right now he's looking at Garrick, and again, you can see this little crease in his visor because he's got a full plate helmet on, full plate everything on. It's ridiculous. He's wearing full plate armor, sitting around a campfire. You think you'd take it off. You're not, but he's not. He's wearing all of it. He's wearing his armor, and so he's just got this little slit kind of that you can see him, and it just looks very strange. Like it doesn't look natural. But I mean, you see eyes in there, and the eyes, it's not like unhuman, I guess. It just something looks very strange about it. And so what did you just say, Garrick?
I guess jokingly, I'm asking him, so what do you do when you're not running this army or keep here?
Oh yeah. So you say that. He's like, so what do you do when you don't do? So he says, I need the rubies. I need the rubies for Staningist is what I need.
For Staningist?
Staningist.
Where are they?
Really?
If I did you say where are they?
Yeah, like
Some
if
of
we
them.
went and got these for them.
He's like some of the rubies are already in Stanagist, but there are a few that are missing. I need that crown. That's what I need. If I had the crown, this would be over.
Okay. Okay. Can you fill us in? Like, where is this Stanagist? Is this like a village close by, or a keep
It's-
somewhere?
It's lost. It's a. He's kind of like, oh, these people don't know anything.
You guys are so
He's
Not
like,
wrong.
he's like, he, he points to his chest. You hear tink tink tink. And he's like, you know about the elven heart? Have you ever seen an elf? He looks at all of you. Have any of you ever seen an elf? I would say, based on where Toan Village was, I mean, it's probably likely you've seen one, just because you're like right next to this big forest. But interacted with, I'd say no. But I would say it's probably not unheard of that you guys have seen one, just because of physical proximity you guys had. But I mean, if any of you want to give a lore roll or an insight roll, I guess it'd have to be a lore roll.
Oops. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh. My lore's not great, but I'm still human, so. No, that's a big failure. I'll just leave it be. Let somebody else
Okay.
try.
Can I try it too?
Sure.
Yeah. I saw one off in the
We also
distance
like, oh,
once.
Dira.
Right
Okay.
there. Tell us what you know.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I saw
Even
one.
better.
I
Who's
killed
that?
it.
Oh, Marcus. Nice.
So he looks. So he's like, "Have you guys ever seen?" And Garrick and Dorian just both have this kind of blank, like, and they don't say anything. But Dira and Marcus just kind of nod, like, to each other, and then they look, and so he looks to both of them, Marcus and Dira, and he's like, "So yeah, their hearts, their hearts are rubies." And did we lose? Come back.
Hey, George, you still there?
We'll give him a sec.
So I'm here. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he says, yeah, so you two know the hearts, and again he ticks his chest, and he's like, the hearts of elves are rubies, and they just adopt a flesh outside of that, but their essence and their actual person is a ruby.
What?
I would love to dig some rubies out.
So are we?
Is this all elves or a certain
all elves.
group? What?
So are we talking like, genocide type situation, or just
Let's go.
ones that have already perished, or
Sign me up.
Are you
So they
asking?
got
Are
the
you
French-
are you saying this to him or what?
yeah?
Like, no, that's what they are. Elves are rubies that fell from the sky in the beginning. There were 6 that fell in the beginning. There were more than 6, but the 6 important ones fell from the Red Wanderer in the beginning. And they were tasked with creating life on this world, which they have. And when their work was finished, they decided to return to their essence form of rubies, and they wanted to be all of them wanted to be together forever, inset into a crown, a magnificent crown, to where they could, be bestowed upon a righteous ruler of these lands, and they could guide him through. They could help guide whoever was ruling and give him great power.
So does your father have any of these rubies, or is he also searching for them?
Yes, he is. Everyone's looking for it. If any of us had it, this would be over. Whoever gets that crown. That's all he
our
says.
best interest and yours that your father doesn't get these. Correct?
He just
Do you need all of them to receive this power, or does each one gradually increase power?
each elf has had their own personality and traits. Some were valorous fighters, some were very kind and generous and empathetic. Some were extremely intelligent, others were wise. They all had their own traits, and they all blend together to become, a magnificent artifact. But no one knows where the Stanagis is lost, and so are the rubies, the elves. That's what we're looking for. Whoever has... There are others. There's a sword. There's the scepter. There are a few artifacts to be found. If someone has the crown, whoever finds the crown, and that's all he says. He just is like nodding. It's like he wants it so bad. He wants the crown so bad, he just can't even bring himself to articulate and really talk about it, because he's just like, however long he's been around, he's been wanting it. But yeah, so he says one of you said if Zygofer gets that, that'd be bad, and he doesn't say yes, but he does in his way.
Just kind of like to himself, realizing like how bad it would be. Like, yep. So, where do we start looking? I mean, do you have any direction for us? I mean,
west.
So would it be within the same alignment if we took that keep, or say you helped us take the keep? Would it be good to have a base further west that you guys may be able to utilize as well to spread out to try and find these? And are all the rubies still embedded in the crown, or have they been split up?
As far as I know, they're not all in. Some of them are in the crown, but some of them are out, and they're embedded into other artifacts besides the crown. Because you can set a craftsman, an artisan can set these rubies into various items, or they could all be gathered up and set into the crown, which has, which can hold many rubies.
Have you talked with the elves in the north that maybe they have come across any of this?
They're actively looking.
everybody's looking. So, right, these rubies are the heart of dead elves, long lost.
They're
elves,
not
right?
dead. They're not dead. They're alive.
They just went back to this
They
pure
revert
ruby
back.
forms.
The only way to kill an elf is to smash and destroy the ruby. As long as the ruby's intact, the elves can, at any time they want, they can revert back to that essence and that nature at will. And then whenever they want, they can grow into Ents, the tall trees. He points to some giant trees off in the distance. They can grow to those. They can grow to people. They can assume any shape they want.
What would happen if you embedded those rubies into your body?
I don't know. I've never done that. I've never seen that. I don't know what would happen. I don't know if it's possible.
Oh, Well, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, he
Skip
doesn't.
the crown. Go for the.
You can like Marcus asks him that, and he just kind of like turns. He's like, I don't know what would happen. Is what he says. He doesn't know.
Interesting.
okay. Would an elf be able to hide another, a secondary ruby in their body?
I would imagine so.
Okay.
Hmm.
You got a job, Dara. Start digging through some elves.
Get out.
My time has come.
Yeah. Get to work.
So if we were to find one of these rubies, I mean, I don't know if this would be a question towards the Zero Torm or not, but I mean, would an elf come? It could transform back into an elf at will, and we just don't know. I mean, or if it's locked into like an artifact of some type, like a sword or a scepter, that it stays like that till released. I don't know if he knows.
Come back and whoop our ass when we can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything.
Take that as a yes.
Hasn't quite
it-
explored that option yet.
Right. If one of these rubies, these 6 rubies, turned back into their elf form and was walking around, would you be able to tell the difference between them and a regular elf?
That's deep.
No. All elves are young and beautiful and healthy. They when he's saying this, he looks even though you can't see him, the little bit of his face that you can see, and even though this bit of his face looks wrong, when he says this part here, you can tell it like bothers him, but he says, "No, elves are we continuously renew. We're always purifying. We remove all of our scars and imperfections. We're always beautiful and young and healthy no matter how old we are."
Oh. He's an elf.
Well, so you can't tell, even like they wouldn't have anything different about them, like any specific traits that you could differentiate the special rubies from the regular?
No.
Okay. I've just made this a hell of a lot harder.
So Zertorm is
But
wearing like a ton
you
of
were
armor.
saying like, did one of you ask, can like the elves just adopt flesh whenever they did? One of you ask that to him, or were you just thinking that out loud? I heard someone say it. I didn't know if they were talking just.
Joe was asking, or was asking if it's embedded in a crown or a weapon or something, could they free themselves from the socket and regrow the flesh, or would they be stuck like that until somebody came along and pulled them out?
Yeah, I mean, once they're in ruby form, they're just an object, that can be moved around. They don't have any kind of their mind and their will, and the ability to like communicate is still there in some way, but they don't have a physicalized, like they can't like get up and move or anything. They're just a inanimate object in that sense. So, and then if they want, and this is all like Zertorm, he's like, if a elf wants to be reanimated, he must be brought up to the still mist, and the masters there can reanimate.
So when they gave life to the planet, did they also create the elves that are up north? Or did those ones fall with them?
No, they didn't. They were just the first and most important. They didn't like create other elves.
Okay.
Can I make an insight roll to see if I can tell, like, what race or species Zeratorm is? Is there any possibility? I mean, I heard Joe make a comment like, "Dude, he's an elf." I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
if
I
he
mean,
is an
he was
elf or not.
saying, yeah, he was saying
I
we.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can just ask, but if you want to make a roll,
I guess I ask him, "Are you an elf yourself?"
I'm half elf.
Half elf.
What about your daddy?
Your daddy or your mummy?
We're all half elves. Frailers.
What's the other half?
He says frailer,
Frailer.
but he says that with like, what's the word? He says frailer like in a derogatory way. Frailer.
Dying.
Oh yeah, is that the
Yeah,
term for a?
For a half elf or an impure, like kind of like a muggle born, or you know what I mean?
We're half human, half elf. From
Do
Raven.
you guys get a full gen?
He doesn't say
Yeah, does
anything.
he have? Yeah, he doesn't have a ruby. Maybe he desires to be full elf, and he's jealous, and he wants to have the whole ruby thing, like a full elf has. I don't.
Is there discrimination because of being half elf?
Everyone hates everyone else. That's how it always is. There's just no trust. There's a lot of misunderstanding, and it's how the world always is, and it's how it always will be.
So do we want to like ask him like, hey, we'll get this crown for you, but you got to help us take this this keep first? Do we want to do that first, or do we want to
Yeah, it seems like getting the
Get the
keep
crown.
and going that direction is like just a part of like this journey of trying to find these possible artifacts or the crown or more rubies, right? I mean, we're going in the right direction. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, so if we receive aid in taking the keep, if we come across any of these rubies, we'd bring it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, tell him we'll be on his mission to help him gather these rubies or these artifacts or whatever, but he needs to supply us some manpower to help get it done.
and a dragon?
And a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense, not this baby one. We want the big one.
Yeah.
We want the completely uncontrollable once it's around, not around you.
Yeah, great.
Mm-hmm. So you.
I'm just kidding about the dragon.
So what do you tell him? So what do you tell him you want from him? Exactly.
An army and a dragon.
An army and a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
I
guess
mean,
exactly that, right? Oh,
would he
go ahead,
be
Marcus.
opposed to leading his people to help take the keep?
Yeah, like, come on.
I mean, we could search it. If we find anything,
He gets it right then and there.
yeah, he would receive the ruby or artifact.
He says, He's like, have you met in your travels any of the Raven sisters yet?
I thought we did. I thought I took out a couple, or maybe that was something else.
Those were harpies.
Okay, my bad.
Different sisters.
Mm-hmm.
They're
We
dead now.
did meet the Rust brothers, didn't we?
Yeah, I have.
And I mean, our town was in support of the Raven sisters,
Yeah, we're from.
but I don't. I don't. Did we ever discuss whether or not they visited our town?
I don't know.
Eh,
I thought that was a discussion at one point. I can't remember.
It's okay. He's just like, well, so you want him to leave Amber's Peak with his whole army and the dragon right now, and go where?
Help us take the peak, the dwarven stronghold, right?
Good. I mean, it's not like he has to, mobilize the entirety of his people. He could just send some of them with us. I mean, they are
Yeah, that might
warriors,
be
and I'm sure that they would enjoy the reprieve from peace.
Yeah, we'll have
Restrictions out.
Viridia in charge, right? It's not like we have to be in charge of them. Like, hey, we'll go with you, but we're all under the order from Zeratorm to like overtake this dwarven stronghold, and at the same time looking for these artifacts or rubies.
So he says.
Would-
Palakis has told me of you,
Oh,
and
is he talking to me or like?
he looks at. He definitely looks at Dorian. He looks at
Okay.
Dorian. It's like Palakis has told me of you, and I know you've killed many of my creations that were out of control.
Oh,
Welcome.
You're welcome.
But he says, that they were out of control.
Hmm.
So, and he's like, I know you've interacted with the Cords, and you've come to some kind of an accord with them. There's some kind of kinship or friendship. It's like, if you ride out with if I send the Cords to follow you, how long will I give you until you will return with whatever you find? I can't just give you my army forever. How much?
Well, of course. Well, I mean, since you know more about the West than us, how long would it take for us to make it to this keep?
He sits up because you guys keep talking about Vaughn, the keep. He sits up. He's like, that's where Zygofer is.
oh,
Shit.
Well, there
That-
goes that plan.
yeah.
I'm good.
That
Okay,
So
let's
that-
just
that
hang out here.
Tourist?
that poor woman, and he looks at, he sees Dorian the dwarf, and he knows he's from that clan. He's not, he's not like saying what a dumbass. It's not like that, but he's just like, he gets it, that clan has like a sacred duty to like retake that place. They have to take, for the legitimacy of their whole clan, they have to. It's like an existential thing that they have to do. So he understands why they're doing it, but he's just like,
He's like,
you
"Are
need-
shitting me?"
we need the crown. We need the rubies. We need the crown. We need the artifact.
Okay, well, I guess in that sense,
I don't know where it is. If I knew where it was, I'd have it, and this would be over.
So it sounds like we need to get that stuff before we take over the stronghold.
You can
Well,
have you can have the cords. I'll keep the Galdanes. And I'm close to perfecting my fire creations. You've seen the Pyrotaurs. Those are my latest. Those are my latest works, and those are
Latest and greatest.
those are the most obedient and powerful things I've created yet. But then he like, while he's talking about these fire creatures he like turns around and he sees this freaking dragon sitting there that's all tame and like just sitting up curled up like a cat, and he just like, you can tell he's quite pleased that he has that. So, but he's like,
necessarily create that.
He didn't create it, but he is definitely happy that he has it.
Probably attained it.
Yeah, he didn't create it, but he is definitely glad that he has it. And so he says, you can have my cords in the mission of retrieving intel, rubies, artifacts. They can ride with you, but not forever. How much time? He's like kind of thinking to himself, because he's like, yeah, these guys don't know either. You must. He looks at Dorian. He's like, you must warn Arvia off this path that she's on. You must warn her off of it. It doesn't matter how big her army is. And he like looks at all of you, and he even looks at Jag, and he's just like, you don't understand what is over there. You do not understand. You've never seen anything like it. Demons from another realm.
Shit.
Okay.
Fought the giant snake. Wasn't that one a demon?
Yeah,
That was one
of his creations?
That was one of his.
Ow.
That was
Thanks.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was-
fun.
That was one of his. Yeah.
Maybe that was test.
Do you want to bring up the snake at all, or not?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
So what do you? Okay. So what do you say?
So I tell him, I'm sure Marigal informed you about the fire snake over at Twin Snake Swamp.
He
It's like,
nods. Yeah. He chuckles. He's like, I am impressed that you killed that. That was one of the very first ones I made. How many of them did you kill?
We only killed one snake.
Oh, just one. Okay.
How many are existing?
He just chuckles. He's like, that's
Okay.
More than you know.
very good.
That's cute.
That is very impressive that you fought that creature in a swamp and defeated it and bested it. That isn't... I can see why Marigal... That's how I first heard of you, was from her. And now seeing you up close, seeing all of you up close, I can see how that happened. That is impressive. You have my respect.
Oh wow.
I'd like to ask him.
Okay,
So, who
good.
is Marigold to you? I mean,
Yeah.
what is her role in all of this? I mean, she seems to have some sort of special persuasion power amongst people.
He says, have you ever heard her play?
I have, and we snapped out of her trance.
He
Me
laughs.
and Mark is here.
He just laughs. He's like, exactly. She is the most powerful. She has powers I wish I could ever attain.
Is she a sorcerer at your level or beyond?
I've never seen her do any magic other than her music and her ability to keep my troops and my army entertained and gear primed up for fighting, and her powers of performance are, if you've seen them then you know. If you haven't seen them, then I'm sad for you if you haven't seen it.
Her
Everybody must see
performances
it.
are pretty great.
he's kind of like staring off into the night now, just like thinking about
Miracle.
something about her. He's just like,
So, upon receiving your cords, what would be the time limit that you would give us with them? And which direction would you want us to go search first?
I think he said west.
Yeah, at first you said west.
we're
Yeah, but like southwest, northwest. Like we can't go
we don't
directly
know.
west because that's where
Vond,
the keep is, right?
He just says Vond is the furthest west to the mountains. Vond is on the other side of the land, in the south and in the west. You can't go down there. You can, but you would die. It's not anywhere else besides that. I mean, these rubies. They have to be. If it was easy to find, someone would have found them. The rubies are going to be scattered. So even if you can't find things, if you can just find intel, I've been hunkered down here trying to build my army. But now, if you guys want to take some of it and go be my advanced scout party and either get intel if you can, ideally you can get rubies. If you could ever actually get an artifact for yourself and return with it, he just kind of nods as he's like thinking about that ever actually happening. He's just like he's like, oh, that would be amazing.
Must have it.
You can have. He looks up like at the moon there, and he looks and he's like, you have until the next full moon. So you have a month. You get them for a month.
You guys are great. A month? That's awesome.
Let's go on a raiding party.
So I mean, is there? I don't know if it's a lore check or insight or whatever, but I mean, is there any sort of connection between, say, an artifact and a ruby we might find in a particular area? You know, like, would it be more likely to find these around, like, say, an elf, like, village or colony or something? You know what I mean?
You don't know.
So how long have you been alive?
Much longer than you have.
I'm sure, but I'm just saying, in that entirety of your time, you haven't heard hardly anything about like where to start searching or
the orcs the orcs have some orcs, dwarves, elves. Oh my.
I want.
All right, Dorian, cough it up. We know you have one.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if. Well, but there was also the blood mist.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
the blood mist has been reality for I can't even remember how long, like hundreds of I think 6 or 7 generations, and it just lifted.
Yes.
You know, it just
so it's like
as a reminder. Yeah. I mean, the whole world has been locked down from blood mist for. I think it was like 6 generations worth of people so no one's been doing any traveling. You know what I mean? Like, so word of things isn't really
like COVID lockdown.
Basically, I mean, it really is. It's like you can leave if you have to get back to where your home was that day, or else you would either disappear, die, whatever. I mean, so it hasn't just been this like free flow of anything going on for multiple generations worth of time. That's why, you know, he's old and knows things, but not everything, you know, and because nothing's really been happening, you know, there's just old legends that may or not be, you know, they may or may not be true. Are they strictly old legends? Are they like historically accurate accounting of what really happened? Are they a legend? You know, there's just all this, who knows? No one knows, because no one's been able to move around really until you guys started. You know, you guys are one of the first people.
2 weeks ago.
that are out now, as far as you know. Like, you know what I mean? So like the world is kind of starting again.
Compared to the snake, how strong are these demons?
Demons come in all kinds. There's invisible demons. There's gigantic. They come in all kinds. Some are a nuisance. Some are destroyers of worlds. They come in all kinds. They come in kinds that can't even be. They come in kinds and ways that can't even be categorized.
Okay. And Zygofer has complete control over all of them, or
He doesn't
just
control anything. That's the whole problem. That stupid bastard. He controls nothing. He just opened the Nexus to let them in. Now they're flooding in from the demonic realm into our land. He doesn't control a damn thing. He's a fool of a bastard that ever allowed this to happen. He's like getting pissed, you know.
Oh, wow.
You're an old man and a fool.
Right? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Crazy freaking fire beasts. I don't say that.
Yeah, stab him like you're just like your father.
Yeah, I don't want to be smited at
Yeah.
this moment.
Yeah, totally. Dude, he's gonna step on you.
Okay.
Well,
That, I guess we have an accord then, yeah?
An accord with the cords.
He stands up at the fire. He stands up and he's like, agreed.
Well, thank you for your time and agreeing to this.
He just takes a turn and looking at all of you slowly, and like he's just looking, you know, and he looks at Jag again and turns and gets back on the dragon.
What his dragon's name is? I should have asked him.
Gone.
Nah,
Oh
that's
wait,
me.
come back. No. Oh, okay.
Do you think the
That was good.
army is gonna be, is gonna help us? I mean, I'm afraid that like with an army rolling up and just like anywhere we go, I feel like it could be more of a hindrance than a help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe we'll just
Am I
have
crazy
him be
about
the
that?
home base type of thing and like little side quests. You guys stay here. Cook us something good for dinner. We'll be back in 6 hours, or I don't know.
Yeah.
We could just have them spread out and just everyone go in an opposite direction. We're going to find this.
This
We'll meet
church.
back here in a month.
That sounds good.
It's true. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, not a bad idea. Get like
Not bad.
leads and stuff.
Yeah, and if we come across some orcs, it's gonna be nice to have some numbers.
Mhm.
You know,
True.
some meat to drop dead before us.
That's
Cannon
Do you
fodder.
first.
a little speciesist of you. They could be very friendly fellows, for all we know.
We're looking for an artifact. Would you happen to have one? You don't mind giving us? Speciest.
Yeah.
Is that a term?
I probably somewhere.
You speciest? Oh, wait, no. Kind of like a person.
All right, so
That's kind of a night, huh? We all should, I think I slept so I could stay watch.
or we could just make our way over to the cords. It's not that far. We could sleep from midnight on.
Yeah, they're back in town, right?
Yeah, and
Tell them,
well,
like, what your Torm asked us. I mean, are
yeah.
they even going to believe us, I guess?
Yeah, they might need to hear it
Or is-
straight from Zerton.
Well, he
Yo, or is your
probably
Torm
will
going to tell them?
have Palakis go over there and inform them.
Good old Palakis.
Now he said the cords, so we get to take Palakis too, right? Tie him
Yeah,
up
dude,
to a
no,
tree in the
if-
middle of the woods and walk away.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You
Relax.
little bastard.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think maybe head back into town and talk to the Cords and tell them what the plan. Oh, what's that?
Uh,
The hell?
That's Joe. It's labeled Joe. Maybe it's
What?
it is Joe's icon on top of it. Oops.
Is there something happening
Oh.
that I'm missing?
So as you all are sitting here in the
The
dark,
token just came up on the screen. You don't see it?
No, I don't see it.
so as
Oh,
you
no.
all are sitting here, you hear nothing.
The hell?
And see nothing.
Thunder, man.
Jag immediately rears.
Uh-oh, music just changed.
Jag is unflappable. Jag was
Oh,
there
no.
when the dragon fire napalmed the town, and Jag has seen anything you've ever seen. Jag has always been relatively cool. Jag is freaking the F out, and
Oh shit.
Jag is just going crazy.
Uh-oh.
He's not running away, but he is
Run!
Wants to.
he is extremely agitated. You look, I'd say you guys all notice that first because you're all just kind of talking and looking in the fire and whatever. Jag starts freaking out, and
boy.
you guys all look over and see this. It's like a mist. It looks like it's dark. Of course, it's dark out, but you can see this kind of coalescing mist of color and shape, and it's reddish, and it's unnaturally coalescing into this shape, and then it finally takes this vaguely humanoid. I mean, it's got legs and arms and a head, but it's 8 feet tall, very thin and unnatural looking.
is this a demon?
Or is this one of his creations?
Well, it's not like on fire.
That's pretty rude. Leave us. We come up to an agreement and then put this on us. No, it can't be.
Oh boy.
So
let's
my pride is demons instinctively fear you. So is this a demon?
it is a demon.
Can I use my pride?
That is something you have to roll. Well, hang on. So that's not exactly how it works. So
Okay.
So yeah, that we're not going to, because if you use it, then okay. So, I didn't mean to. Give me 1 sec here. Let me. Okay, we're good. Okay, so this thing appears and starts moving towards you silently, and it becomes corporeal, becomes a physical being. So now, let me look at your sheet here. Bio, pride. Demons instinctively fear you. Okay, so how the pride mechanic works is you try, like, this one's kind of an odd one because it's like a social interaction, but like if your pride is something like a bow and arrow and your pride says, I never miss my shot, like you think you're Robin Hood and you're really proud that you never miss, right? So how that would play mechanically is like how you would get to activate your pride is if you use your bow and arrow like normal and you miss, and then I think you push, and if you miss a push, then maybe we'll look at the rules real quick while I'm talking about this. So it's like if you attempt to do a task and you fail, and now your pride says that you can succeed at this task, you can. So if you try and fail, and I think it's if you then push and still fail, but you were like, damn it, I want to do this right now, you can then activate your pride and roll it. And then if you roll and you succeed on your pride, then you hit and it wins. But if you roll your pride and you fail the roll, then you actually lose your pride because you're like, I never miss. And you go to shoot with your super D12, and if you roll a 0, then you don't have that pride anymore, and it's like your character's realizing, oh, maybe I can miss. So it was something like this would be, oh, maybe demons don't fear me, or so. But to get to that stage mechanically where you're rolling your pride, you have to try to roll something else for, like, I think it would be something like I'd say a performance or a manipulation roll to try to, like, psych it out
Intimidate it.
to intimidate it, to make it, so you have. So if you want to activate, and let me.
So once per game
Yeah.
session, you can activate your pride when you fail a skill roll in a situation where your pride is relevant.
Right.
The game master has the final say, but they should give you the benefit of the doubt. When activating your pride, you get to roll an extra d12 and include that result in a dice roll.
Yeah.
Which I don't quite understand how that works. Is it like a 6 and above is a success, or?
Yeah, and there's multiple successes. Like if you actually roll a 12, I think it actually gives you 3 or 4 successes. If you roll a 11 or a 12, it gives you multiple. If you roll a 10, I think it gives you 2 successes.
Okay.
If you roll a 6, it gives you 1. Yeah. So
if you fail a roll despite this, you must remove the pride.
yeah.
You must go an entire session without the pride.
Yes. So yeah, if you try to activate it and it fails again, now you've lost it forever, and you have to pick something new later. But you get an experience point for using your pride, so that's fine. So I'll say before, so this creature manifests itself and just silently starts walking towards all of you. What does Marcus do?
I guess I try and seem very domineering and dangerous to be near.
Okay.
Would that be performance or manipulation? I mean, it doesn't matter to me. They're both 0.
Whatever you want. I mean, I'll take either one. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
So now I check your number of successes against its stat. That fails. That's not enough successes. Oh. Pushed. And you got...
Ooh, there it is. Sorry, there's a table on page 50 of the book that shows the success results of a D8, D10, and D12. At 6 and above, you get, like, a D12, for example, like a 6 and a 7 is a success, and then 8 is 2 successes, 9 is 2 successes, 10 is 3, a 12 is 4 successes, so that's pretty cool. Enter.
Nice. Well, he's rolling successes on his standard roll.
So is it my turn?
No.
Oh.
Trying to think of what
See me.
to do here. So what do you do, Marcus? What are you doing what are you doing?
I exuding my, like, mana power, I guess, my willpower, just trying to, I don't know, like, I mean, are you able to do that in this game? Just because you can do magic, can you just will, like, the magic itself without doing damage, just like raw magic?
Ooh, I'm a druid.
But
Look
no,
at me.
not do any damage or anything, but just like a warding effect.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's...
imagine you like Gandalf. You shall not pass.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell. I mean, yeah. So this thing, like, I'll say this thing looks at Marcus and takes a step away from Marcus, but doesn't retreat. This thing retreats from Marcus, but now moves to Dira.
Doesn't.
And let's all now roll for initiative. I'll roll
Ooh.
the beast, the creature, the demon, and you guys roll. And I'll roll for Jag as well. Oh, hang on. Sorry, one more. I gotta reset and then reset the cards. One sec.
No worries.
Okay. So now I'll roll. Okay, you guys go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so before we start, man, you guys rolled well. Okay, so before we start, do you guys want to? You can remember it's been a while since we actually had any combat. You guys can redo any of the turn order.
Rearrange ourselves.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can pick exactly how you guys want to go. If you guys want to do that, go ahead and figure that out.
Well,
So this thing is like right.
Marcus,
This thing is like arm's length next to Dira.
okay.
Right now.
I'm thinking maybe Dira should go sooner and maybe Marcus should go last because I feel like Marcus might have the most skills or weapons at his disposal, being a druid to handle
Yeah,
this.
he's like our
What
anchor.
do you guys think?
Yeah.
What do you think, Marcus?
That's fine with me. I was thinking about summoning an ice sword or an ice shield.
Nice.
It
I think
being
pretty
mana, if this thing can form in and out of its incorporeal form, then maybe the mana sword would still do damage and the mana shield could protect. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I could give it to somebody who's better with weapons than I am, because you just see me over there looking like a 4-year-old swinging a sword for the first time.
Well, I feel like pretty quickly Dira should run or get in a better position than she is.
Okay, so so the order here: Marcus, Garrick, Dira, Dorian, Jag. Do you want me to actually redo those in another way? Any other way?
What do you think? Maybe just move Marcus behind Dorian, and then that's good?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Move me behind Dorian?
Yeah, put you
Yeah.
last.
Yeah, if you guys want. Don't matter to me.
Okay, let me see if I
Saying
can.
if I summon that sword, the only person I
you
can
want
give,
you want somebody to use it then?
somebody else to use
Oh,
it.
okay. I could go last then and try to use it, or maybe Dorian might be good at using it. What do you think, Joe? You think Dorian, you think you're better at using a sword? Possibly.
Well, don't I have a sword already? I
I mean,
have
but
my
this
battle
is a
axe.
special. Is this something
Oh.
special that you have, Marcus? That is like a sword with a rune or something, or I don't know.
Well, it's a magic frost type weapon.
Oh, okay.
What do you have?
Sword of ice.
Oh, is that a spell?
Isn't that some?
Oh yeah, Sword of Ice spell. So you have to cast that. Okay.
But it's not like something you can hand off to someone, right?
Well,
Let's-
let me throw it to
maybe.
the chat and we'll look. Sword of Ice. Summons a Sword of Ice that functions like a normal sword. Can to just. I mean, it seems like it. It doesn't say only the caster can use it.
Yeah, huh?
I would say. I
Say
mean,
kind of a time frame, duration 1 turn.
that's how long.
I guess in this whole
Yeah, that's how long it.
lasts.
Yeah, I think
Last
so.
or is that how long it takes to cast it?
No, I think that's how long it takes to cast it.
Yeah, Dorian, you have a strength of 4. I have a strength of 4, so I mean, we'd be a better hit then Marcus would be with the sword. I could go after Marcus and try to use that sword. And I got a talent of oh, I don't know if I'd be able to use like Master of the Hunt or Dragon Slayer. No, I don't think I could.
Yeah, that's for monsters. Masters of the Hunt. That's for like traveling
Yeah, no,
across.
that's more of it. Yeah.
They're not
Yeah,
for
never mind.
fighting.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever you guys want. Do you
So
have
I,
any special?
so I have Dira, Dorian, Marcus, then Garrick, and Jag.
Sure.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay. So yeah, so now it's Dira. This thing is right. And remember, real quick. Well, actually, I mean, you have everyone gets one fast action and one slow action every turn. And then you got level 2, Dira. So you get
Yes.
once you've used up. So now if you have a bunch of willpower saved up. Once you've used up all your actions during the round, you can spend a willpower point to immediately attack again. That's just one of the Path of the Blade perks that you just unlocked. So just keep that in mind. So this thing is 8 feet tall, standing right in front of you. What do? It's your turn.
Well, I was sharpening my sword, so I already have it out.
That's right.
So I guess I'm just gonna attack, swing at it.
Do it.
Sweet. Oh, snap.
Okay, remember how to read this stuff here? Ooh, so I don't know. Do you remember how to you can explode out that dice result and see where you actually? So if you look here, because you got one hit for 2 damage, but you have a bane, that skull, and that skull was actually, if you click and expand it, you can see you rolled a skull on your scimitar. So if you push this trying to get more damage, you will break your sword. Just so you know.
Okay.
That's
So it
do you
only takes one to break that scimitar?
do you see all that yourself and like how you can figure
Yeah.
out? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you've hit it, but the choice is on you. Is do you want to push?
Hightail it towards Jag.
Okay, so now remember your first action, and I'll update the little cheat sheet here on the combat page. So you just spent your fast action, or sorry, your slow action. You have a fast action, and if you want, you can spend a willpower point right now and attack again, a whole brand new roll.
But she's choosing to run towards Jag, right?
If you want, yeah. I mean, you.
Oh, is that
I can
no
only
enemy
attack.
arm's
Yeah,
length?
after you can only you have to use both your actions first. So okay, let me update this guy's damage real quick here first. Okay, yeah, so you hit him. You hit this thing.
So I mean, by that we witnessed that it is in fact corporeal.
It is
physical
now, yeah.
form. Okay.
So you swung and you hit this thing, and you felt it connect. It's not like it's a spirit, whatever it was at first, some mist or something, and now it's a solid being, and you haul off and hit it hard with your sword, and it rolls. So is this here? Let me switch over to public now. Okay, yeah. So you hit this thing, you haul back and hit it, and your sword connects, and it doesn't hurt it at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back over to Jag.
Okay. So I'll say,
Yes.
So there you are. Okay, so that's your turn. Now we are at Dorian. You're up.
Okay. Is it within striking distance of me,
No.
or is it? No. Okay.
Not
Okay.
for
So
you.
I'd have to like run up and attack it.
See,
Do I have my shield and my battle axe with me?
You're wearing. I mean, you have
That's
them. Yeah, I mean
Okay.
they're.
Okay, I want to. Is it? Are there two of these?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it gets 2 actions. I think that's
Yeah.
the confusion.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
Right.
monsters. Yeah, monsters.
Okay.
Other humans you fight only get one, but if you're fighting monsters or big, they get 2 actions. Sometimes more, actually.
Okay. I want to. I want to say like Dorian's really excited to be battling. Because
I
he's been
respect
sitting
that.
around fire and he just relishes a fight. He's like, yeah, and so he's just psyched up and he has this big shield and he comes running in with a battle axe and I want to run and try to slash it.
Haste.
Okay. So you move up. Oh. So Dorian moves up. That's his fast action, and now you've
Yeah.
spent your slow action, so go ahead and give us a roll.
Okay. For
You can just click on your axe.
Yep.
Ooh, look at those. Good
Damn,
word.
look at all that dice. Oh, and nothing? Son of a...
All right, I'm gonna push.
And well, see,
I'm gonna
look,
push.
look. Remember, before you push, do you see what you have a bane on?
Yeah, my battle axe.
Who's with
Oh,
it?
it can take it.
Yeah, whatever. I got it.
What are the chances you're
this.
gonna another?
Success.
So yeah,
2
you
damage?
hit it. Well, you hit it.
Oh, but it sure took a beating.
Great.
Dorian's axe sinks in, hits it like right on the
Yes.
shoulder. It does no damage.
Damn it.
Son of a biscuit. Okay, okay.
Oh, wait. And so now, am I level 2? Do I get like
Yeah, I think you get the same thing.
Oh yeah,
So you
yeah,
can hit it.
yeah. You can. Yes,
Path of Blade level?
yeah.
Be
So
trained.
yeah, that's right. So if you want, you can spend a willpower point now and hit him again. Attack him
Ooh.
again if you want. If you want to do that, make sure you spend a willpower point on your sheet and give it another attack.
Okay. All right. What do I want to do for attack?
I mean, you only really have one. You only really have one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Actually,
that
one of you should look
use
in
my
the.
shield. I don't know.
One of you should look in the player's guide for the attack. There's a bunch of other things you can do. You can
Fast
do stuff
action.
like
Slow action.
fast actions. There's stuff like doing feint. There's other like kind of
I
tactical.
included a rules summary. There's it really summarizes it really good.
Yeah, there's
like for fast action.
there's a number of fast actions you can do. There's things like
So there's
feint.
dodge, parry, draw weapon, swing weapon, get up, shove, disarm, feint, run, retreat, grapple attack, ready weapon, aim, power word.
So what's feint again?
Word druid. Feint is at enemy at arm's length. Trade initiative
Page-
card with enemy. Oh,
Page
That's kinda
93. Yeah, page 93. Let's see.
yeah, but I guess you trade your initiative card with an enemy. I don't know how that works exactly, but
That means wherever you're at in the. It means wherever you're at, you can move them around in the turn order.
but the new initiative order takes effect the next round. No roll
Mhm.
is required. Interesting. Could be helpful. Maybe save it for a
let me-
dodge, right? Because I mean, it's
Yeah, I
gonna
know
get an
exactly
attack
because I'm
here.
like right there. Maybe immediately acted, but yeah. So like I buried my axe like in his shoulder and like nothing. It didn't even do anything.
I mean, it hit him, but it didn't really. He didn't really seem to care.
Hmm.
It's gonna affect it psychologically here in a moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I just like, but oh wait, but I have to an immediate attack again in close. So does it mean I can't like just save it for
No,
like a parry or something later?
no.
No? Okay. Um. Yeah, I want to swing my battle axe again.
All right, spend the willpower point and then roll your axe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice.
That's a little
Oh,
better.
3.
Yep, and you can
Dude,
push
it's gotta
it
be doing something.
if you
Would
want.
that just give even that much more damage?
If he rolls more 6s.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right. Let me roll his armor.
Yes.
I'm just thinking that ain't good.
So Dorian swing. So yeah. So explain this. You hit it pretty good. So explain what you just did. So you went in and hit, and nothing. So then what? So what's going on with Dorian here on this attack?
Yeah, the first hit, he realized that I just hit him in the wrong spot. And then, like, once I'm closer, then I realize, like, where I really need to hit him. And
Yeah.
Dig
that.
in.
I don't know.
Very good hit.
Nice.
Or maybe in the first hit, I saw that it didn't really affect him, and it really made me mad.
I said, die, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't stutter. Okay. So good job there now, Marcus.
Okay.
So,
All right.
what are you thinking, Marcus? Do you want to do a coordinated attack to where you make that sword and then you like kind of toss it to me or something? I go in for the kill, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. If I make the sword.
I don't know if like I can do a move, grab the sword, and attack all in my turn. I don't know if.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I how close am I to Garrick? We're all standing next to each other, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys were all around the fire. Dira and Dorian were on the other side of the fire. You and Garrick are like right next to each other.
Okay, so when I summon it, since it's at arm's length or whatever, I just summon it right in front of Garrick so he can grab it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no mishap. Okay. That's
That's the first. Feels like.
so then throw that to chat again, the ice, so we can read over the detail real quick, like what exactly he gets. And that's your slow action. You just did your slow action by casting a spell. So ice functions like a normal short sword with a D8 artifact die. By increasing the power, you can summon a long... So did you add a power level? Or was that just...
I have 1 willpower
Okay.
in my savings, so
So
just
yeah,
a D
you can
short
summon a
sword.
long sword. So
at minimum, it's the D8 added, right?
so yeah, so now Garrick has a... Basically, he has a D8... he has a D8 sword. Is what
Gosh,
it...
I don't know how that's gonna work for the fact of it's not on my sheet.
Well, I'm getting a sword here.
No, that's cool. I just didn't want to cause a hassle.
Sword.
Does it have any special property for the fact it's a sword of ice? I guess not. Just the fact that it has a D8 artifact die, I guess.
Maybe these things don't like ice.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Maybe it loves it and it just.
Yeah, maybe it loves
Why are you causing Garrick to be so overburdened? I'm
Hold
looking.
on,
I'm
what-
looking
what?
at. I'm looking at your gear page, and I'm chuckling.
It makes
no.
him feel good.
Oh no.
I am overburdened by 1.5.
You've got a
That
knife.
is-
You
I
got a
would-
knife, a longbow, a freaking battle axe, flint and steel, and a short sword and leather armor. Give me a break. Something's got
I'm
to
a
go.
hoarder. I
Something's
don't know.
So since I won't like
Maybe I
penalize
dropped
you,
my.
I won't penalize you like you have to
No.
you have to like lose a turn.
Give it to me. I mean, don't play soft on me.
Okay, fine.
Penalize me if you.
So let me edit this weapon here.
Let's say it's made of magic.
Yeah.
I
I
can
have-
imagine. He gives it to me and I grab it. I'm like, this is heavy. I don't know.
Trying to think oh, okay, D8.
Because in that spell, it doesn't say anything about it weighing something.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
It's
That's
frosty.
it's an argument from silence. It doesn't say it doesn't either.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so yeah,
Say-
so you feel this. So Marcus does this, and Garrick, does it like appear in your hands or what?
Yeah, imagine he just like conjures it out of midair, and then I just grab it once it's like in physical form, as I'm like going to this dude, and just.
Okay, so now you're holding it, this ice short sword. So now you are overburdened. So what are you gonna do? So well, actually, it's that was the slow action for Marcus's turn. Marcus, you still have a fast action if you want to do something else.
I do the moonwalk.
Okay, so you go over like
There to dodge.
go over by Dira.
Yeah, I saved my fast action because if it comes at me, I can use it
Right.
to dodge.
Very good. Okay, yeah. I didn't know if we remember that stuff. Yeah, so if you have leftover fast actions, you can use that in defense if needed. So, okay. So, Marcus's turn is over. We are now over to Garrick. You are burdened down. You're carrying way too much stuff. And now you have this ice sword. What do you do?
Could I say that I had like my battle axe in one hand, and I grabbed this ice sword in one, and I dropped the battle axe just on the battlefield, and then go at it and attack?
I mean,
I don't know.
dropping something is a fast action.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Maybe I just have it. My battle axe in the back of my hands were free in preparation for this whole event.
Mm-hmm.
That
Well, I
makes
mean,
more sense.
Dira, it makes sense that Dira was sitting out with her knife or her sword sharpening it because that's just how she is. But the rest of you, I don't think you'd be sitting around with your weapons out in a campfire, when this thing just magically having some conversation and then this thing appears out of nowhere. You guys wouldn't be sitting there with your weapons out, right?
Yeah, I agree. My hands were free, and I just run up and we do this whole thing. Maybe we've practiced this before or something. And so I grab that sword and then I just go and attack this guy.
Okay, so you're going to move up to close range or arm's length range. So that's your movement, and then give me an attack roll. I put it on your
Ice short sword.
yeah, ice short sword. Just give
Thank
it should roll a D8
I
artifact.
see it.
So go ahead and give it a roll.
Find out.
Look at this.
Ooh, look at that beautiful D8. Yeah.
Push it. Do it.
Push it real well.
Oh, that's so cool. I wonder if it doesn't show the D8 on there.
I think I saw
I'm
all
sure.
the.
I'm sure it rolled it. I saw it roll it physically, but I just wonder which one. Oh, it must be.
It's the
short
green.
sword 5.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that green one. Because it's
It
got.
doesn't show up as it.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, so you definitely rolled a crap ton of dice. So do you want to push?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Still
Oh wow.
So,
2 damage to strength. Oh my god.
so why? So
right,
so
yeah.
tell me how you hurt yourself. Like, what did you do?
I think it's pretty obvious. I went for the attack, overburdened with so much crap. It was like
Mhm.
I probably just. I don't want to say
Hold
that
your
I
hamstrings.
stumbled to the ground, but I'm just like, oh my god, that took everything out of me
Okay.
to make that
Get
attack.
back out.
But you hit. But you
Yeah.
hit. Okay, so you're out of turns. Now it's Jag's turn. And I'll say
Hope he
Jag is.
runs.
I'll roll a. I'll do a. I'll do a stew a whatever 50. I'll roll a 10-sided die. If it's 5 or under, if it rolls under 5, then he can take his turn like normal. But if it rolls over 5, then he's like still freaked out. He can't do anything. So here we go. Yes.
Oh no.
So Jag is still. Like, Jag will have to be calmed down.
Yeah. We have
Jack-
to use
so-
some
Jag
animal
needs to go to
handling or
church.
something.
Someone will have to do something to get Jag to come back to his senses. He is like freaked the hell out beyond anything. So his turn is over. And now the creature. And as it turns and it raises its arms up, and when it raises these they're like changing
Edward
shape.
Scissorhands.
Yeah, they're like changing shape. They're like sharp-edged elbows and hands that just goes to blades, and it's just like they're just dripping blood. It's completely horrific looking, and it turns to Dorian and attacks.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Oh man, I've got my large shield. I've got my large shield.
Damn. Okay, what does that mean? The D's 6.
So
I
it
don't know.
slashes. It just reaches down and does a slicing slash move right at Dorian and connects. So, Dorian,
have to dodge.
you're out of everything. You have no movement. You can't dodge. So you're relying on your armor to save you. And so you have studded leather and you have a large shield. So if we recall from the if you go to roll this, you can use your shield. Axe fighter.
Is it like an opposing roll?
Well, yeah. So the creature hit you with 2 successes, and for a damage total of 3. So if you want to totally negate this, you have to roll 2. Every success you roll will drop this damage down, and so you can take it on your armor instead. So you're gonna roll armor, but then we want to look at the player's handbook again. For remember we looked it up, combat and damage with how shields work. Sorry, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to have combat this time, so I want to see.
No worries. There's parry with shield. That's a +2 to stab and a +2 to punch kick.
Yeah, so this is a slash attack. This thing's slashing and slicing, so you don't get a bonus for. You'd only get a bonus if you're trying to dodge, but you're not. So, but like how you parry.
Armor.
Sorry.
Doesn't really
Yeah, I thought it
talk
was like
about shields too much. Helmets it talks about. God, I think it's just pretty much a +2. So you get 2 dice to roll against. To get 2 successes.
Why? So I know he rolled. We looked at it. We found that. I'm looking for that stupid
know,
table.
It just says bonus: small shield +1, large shield +2.
What page is
yeah,
that?
yeah.
That is page 106.
Oh, okay. I'm not. Okay, sorry. Scrolling. Okay,
So
here we
I'm
are.
looking
Shield.
at
So yeah.
Physical.
Yeah. So a large shield is a +2. So So basically, so what you do here is you will roll. You'll click your studded leather armor or your studded leather, Dorian, and then down at the bottom it says modifier. Just put 2 in there.
Well, but I mean, I click on the large shield, and it seems like it has it all set up. It says, 3 dice for strength.
That's if you're trying to do
melee.
something like that's when you're trying to parry with your shield, which is an action.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay.
if you had saved your fast action, now when something's attacking you, you could do something like do a parry with your shield. But since you are like completely, you've used all of your actions, so now this thing just gets a free shot at you. Now this is just a random. You don't get to sit and take an action and like position your shield just right. This thing's just swiping at you, and if it happens to catch, if it just so happens to catch some of your shield, that's good too.
Yeah.
But you don't get to like direct it and use all these bonuses. You're just relying purely on the armor to save you now and to mitigate the damage. So yeah, go click studded leather, and then in the modifier box put a 2, and then let's see that roll.
Oh, okay. Okay.
0 success. So you take 3 damage. This thing slices you. It's heavy. This thing is heavy, and it comes right down on you, like right at your on your off arm, right on your shoulder, and just like digs in. A lacerating. You're not bleeding or anything like that, but this thing really hurts you.
Is that 3 to my strength?
Yeah.
Now I'm down to 0.
You're broken?
On strength.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't full
What
strength.
does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't full strength.
I think
You're one down. I think it was.
You pushed a roll, I think, earlier.
Yeah.
So now you have to roll. I get to roll you on the broken table. So you got damaged, broken, critical injuries by a slash wound. Here we go. The chances of it being another instant kill on you, I mean, the chances of that happening are so low.
The fact that you're even saying this right now, it's gonna bring
Well,
it up.
it's a public roll. So here we go. Critical injury slash
There you
wounds. 3, 2, 1, fire. Kill him. Ah.
Final word. Oh, I don't see it.
You see it in the post? It posted to the chat.
I don't see it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't see it either.
Okay, well, reveal to everyone.
Ooh. Oh no.
Aw.
Severed
Severed
finger.
finger.
Oh God, you got away good.
You can't.
Man, I
Well,
lost a foot.
he can't use two-handed. He can't use two-handed weapons.
Oh no.
If you click, so I'm gonna put that on your guy. And you see when you roll it, it automatically rolls how many days you have this affliction as well. So put it in your. What is it? It's in your.
Maybe he's
gear.
ambidextrous.
Critical
Quick,
injuries.
somebody look for his finger. Put it on ice.
So yeah.
Like,
What?
call
So
the health insurance.
you have.
get like
So you
$5
have.
grand for that.
You have 4 days. You have 4 days to where you can't use two-handed weapons. That's all.
An on-the-job injury. Or...
Now, I don't recall if you get a healing roll or if someone heals you that if you can cut that time in half. I think that's how that works. We'd have to look later, but as of now, so this thing like went to go slice down, and you were out of movement, but you were just in such a way that this thing just came down right on your hand and followed through and just cut the hell out of your hand real bad. All of your stuff's attached, but I mean it's very hurt. So that was its first action.
Okay.
Now its second action is it's gonna move. It's gonna move back. That's its fast action. And actually, you saw that it was right here where your guys' campfire is. It took a step back this way. And now it goes for its next turn. It moves here, right in front of Garrick. So that's its fast action. and it. Oh yes.
Oh my God, is that
Oh
legal?
my
You can't have
goodness.
that many dice.
2, 4. I can't.
Life
count.
extraction. That doesn't sound
Oh,
exciting.
Where's that?
He's going to heal
Very
himself.
good.
That doesn't sound good.
Hopefully that
That
transfers
doesn't
to someone
sound good
else.
at all.
So it walks up to Garrick, and with its claw sword hands, it presses Garrick like on the shoulders with them and like fixates him into the ground where he can't move, and wraps him in this embrace and does an inhalation motion like through to his whole soul and like tries to suck his like life essence out of him
Oh shit!
and hits.
Awesome.
Of course it hits.
So Garrick just feels this, and that was its fast and slow action. So now Garrick just feels this, like his life force is just being literally like drained out of him by this creature, and so you lose 2 strength.
Shit! I'm broken too.
Oh, I love this game.
I blame you, Joe. Somehow, some way,
Oh.
we're connected on this.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
You guys aren't.
Roll the damn table.
You guys weren't supposed to die. You guys weren't supposed to get total party kill here.
Oh, there's just only 2 of 4. Come on. Well, 5 if we count Jag.
Okay, so this, and it says this is actually a terror horror roll, is what this is. So here's on the horror table. Paranoia.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now, you drop and you are hurt, and you are incapacitated. But if and when you ever wake up, you are going to be, yeah, if you can read that, someone is out to get you, and you're going to have to role play it. Someone.
Oh no.
You're like, now your mind has been like altered for a few days where you're convinced that someone is going to be out to get you. That's if if any of you even survive this. At this rate, I'm not.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm
I
not.
don't even know why I'm bringing it up.
That's just academic at this point. You guys, it's going to be game over here
That's
soon.
awesome.
So that's the end of round 1. Now we reset, and again, you guys can now mix and match what you guys want to do, your order wise. If you're fine with leaving it how it is, that's fine too.
I don't think it matters.
Well, yeah. Why don't you, like, use your fast action to hop on Jag? Use your horseback.
Jag is
Run,
Yeah,
save
I'm
yourself.
gonna try and calm him down
okay.
first before trying to jump on him. 'Cause I
Okay.
don't need him throwing me.
Put him in a chokehold.
Yeah, put the horse down.
Okay, so
Calm
give me
down.
so to do that will be an animal handling roll.
I think I have that.
If you, well, again, since you're human, you don't have to use that skill. You're adaptive. You can use whatever skill really you want. If you can just tell me how you're going to go about doing it, then I'll let you use any skill you want.
Use your melee. Knock some sense into him.
I mean, it's a war horse. That's what it's
Dude,
for.
calm down.
You know, I mean, that's not
Swift.
That's not ridiculous.
Punch
I mean, this is a war horse that's been bred to fight. I mean, that's not a stupid suggestion.
I'm just gonna grab him aggressively and look him in the eye, like get him, just rough him up a little bit.
Okay, so give me a melee roll.
Come on. Oh, jeez Louise.
And you hurt yourself in your strength real bad. That's oh, you're pushing it? Oh my god.
Oh, you got 1.
Okay, so you
Dude, we're on our way.
We're
on our way.
You guys, I'm
Total
trying.
party kill.
And so man, this game's awesome. So
Yeah, kick your shit together. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna abandon everybody.
so Dira is pleading and yanking on Jag, the more Dira does this, the more Jag just starts freaking out, and Dira like looks right in its eyes, and Jag looks right back, and he like snorts and nods like he's gonna fight, but then he turns and just kicks Dira, like straight up kicks her like right in the chest, and but he's back now. Jag is back in the fight and steady, but and now he's like roaring pissed. He's not freaked out scared anymore. He's like super pissed, and now he's so pissed. It's like he got pissed that he was scared in the first place. He like remembered what he is, so now he wants to kill the hell out of this thing. But he's just like kind of berserker mode, honestly, right now. So he both feet kicks Dira square in the chest, just nails her. So she got
Move over, woman. I got this.
So I'll say that was your and knocked you over. It kicked you right in the chest and knocked you over. So you're like over here on the ground. Do you want to spend your fast action to get up, or do you just want to save it, or what?
I'm gonna save it because it knocked the wind out of me.
Okay.
Sitting there trying to gather my thoughts.
So yeah, Jag's back, but Dira is now out for the time being. She got kicked. So now it is Dorian's turn, who's down. So I don't want to put you as so Dorian's down. Now Marcus, what's Marcus gonna do?
Wait.
Go back.
Am I out of?
You're broken.
I'm not even conscious or anything.
No, you are like on the ground. When you're broken, you're not dead, but you're like broken to where like you can't. It's like, what are you broken on? Are you broken on your wits? Are you broken on your empathy? If you're broken on strength, that means you just got your ass kicked so bad you're like crawling on the ground, like you can't fight anymore. You got the crap beat out of you, and you're out of the fight. You were out of the fight, out of the combat until maybe someone can heal you or something like that. But otherwise, you are out. You are not a factor in the fight anymore. So that's you. So now it's Marcus's turn.
Okay.
I feel like you need to heal some people, or run and save yourself. I don't know.
Run and save myself. Yeah.
Or finish this piece.
Okay, let's
Hey,
see.
did you notice how it backed away from the fire?
I run up and heal Garrick because Dorian's turn is over. So Garrick can maybe
I'll say you are in range. You are in range to heal Garrick without having to move. So you don't. So if you want, you can just spend your slow action to do a heal roll. You don't have to spend your fast action to move.
Okay.
So yeah, so give us a heal roll and let's see what you got.
Ugh.
That's right.
Man, we are all gonna die.
You guys just need to embrace
damaged
it.
more? Oh my god.
Oh, it's not a good. Not having a good time.
Failure.
I'm sorry, Garrick. I can't help you.
I have failed you again. I'm sorry about the foot.
I'm sorry about your foot. Yeah, you're trying to heal me. You're looking at my foot like, I can't do this.
That's so awesome.
Oh no.
That's so awesome.
So yeah, that's his turn. Or is that just a slow action?
That was a slow action.
Heal other. Okay.
I'm gonna save the fast
Run.
action.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And I'm done, right?
Yep, you're done. So now it's Jag's turn, and
Come on, Jag.
Jag runs
Trample Garrick to get
full
to the beast.
speed. Jag runs full speed. He runs to this side, and he goes to kick.
Come on, bludgeon that.
Dang, look at all those dice. And it
Oh,
sucks.
boy.
How?
Even
What
Jag's
an
gonna die. Oh.
So
Can we vote that Jag pushes it? No?
I think he's gonna need all the health he can get.
He's the only one who's gonna survive.
If that thing turns on him, he's got to be
Run,
able to
Jag.
fight.
that's so funny.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So Mike's concocting. How do I want to complete this party kill?
It's
Sorry.
really bad when you see him smile like that.
I know it is, but I'm just making sure I have all the.
No, you're fucked. It's gonna get us.
It's like the lawyer that's about to win his court case, and he just wants to make sure all of his, documents are in order.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, this is signed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're actually in pretty good shape, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in decent shape. I'm missing 1 wits and 1 empathy.
Eh,
Oh, poor you.
Deer is on the edge. Yeah, of course, me and Dorian are out.
But
Okay. Jack,
That
look at
last
all of
bit
his strength.
gave me a willpower, so I can use a spell that's out of my capabilities and hope that we all don't die.
Dude, yeah, light it if you got it. That's what I'm talking about.
Just do it. We're giving up.
So this thing.
Might as well.
So this thing turns to Jag, and the arms come up again, and as it's going to attack, I'd say Dorian and Garrick on the ground, and Dira, you're all on the ground, just like, what the hell just happened? Like, we went from like world beaters to ended. Like, what's going on? And like, life is seeping out of the party when up in the sky you see coming back
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Zertom!
Zertorm and the dragon fly down and grab the dragon. Just reaches, like, it's this thing is silent. This thing is silently
Jag.
comes down, and in one motion it sweeps by, and like the dragon, mouth open, just grabs this thing and like flies, right, doesn't even slow down. It swoops down and flies, mouth open, and it grabs this monster and chomps it and like twists it and crumples it in half and continues on flying in the sky. And the Zertorm and the dragon start climbing up into the sky again, and you see just the like Rottweiler kind of, this dragon is like biting and thrashing its neck, and pieces of this thing flying everywhere, and it finally does this one like a shuck motion, and then this corpse of this thing is just flying, twirling end over end. This is like from like 100 feet up in the sky now. Like, in the darkness, you just see this thing like twirling end over end, and as it's twirling, it just starts dematerializing and fading off into the ether, like going back to wherever it came from, completely gone.
Never was. Oh, that's
And
awesome.
and then Zertorm and the dragon swoop back and land here, and he gets off, and he doesn't heal anyone. He just looks at you all on the ground, broken, in a matter of 40,
I feel so ashamed.
45
I know.
seconds. He
No, it's
sees
fine, it's fine.
he sees you all broken and just ruined in a matter of 45 seconds by one of these creatures. And
you see Garrett like, yeah, look at me.
and he says, I told you you will need the crown. You cannot fight what we're fighting. You cannot fight. This was one demon.
He was
Just a
a
baby.
sneaky little bastard.
Shit.
Dang, we've
And
we're like,
he gets back, he whispers, he talks, he verbalizes. He doesn't do a whisper, he talks to Jag in whatever the hell this language is. You guys don't understand. He says words to Jag, and Jag like kind of nods and like shakes his head, and then he speaks to the dragon. He's not whispering now, he's just talking in some animal language. Now he talks to the dragon, and the dragon like squawk, and then like he gets on and flies off into the night.
The dice were just not in our favor. That's
Yeah.
gotta be it.
They were not.
Oh my
Guys, see
gosh.
that? Dorian lost a finger.
So how do I just have to rest like 8 hours or whatever to
Yeah.
gain some strength back? I mean, how does that work?
What? Doesn't it take longer if you're broken or something like that?
Nobody asked you.
No, I mean I think if you're
Mend wounds for recovery, right? Recovery.
yeah, I mean it's sorry, I'm looking at the
Recovery
damage.
108.
Yeah, recovery, broken. You can't perform any actions. Recovery. The fastest way to recover from being broken is for someone else to try healing you by doing a healing roll or performance if they're trying to heal your wits or empathy. If it's successful, then you're not broken anymore. Once you're back on your feet, you recover all. If no one helps you, so if no one helps you at all, within 6 hours, you recover anyway, and you get 1 point back in the relevant attribute.
Oh Jesus!
So if you guys just sit here and wail around on the ground and no one helps you, in the middle of the night, you will all get 1 strength point back, and you won't be broken anymore. But then you can rest and get fully recovered.
Yeah, once you're okay.
Yeah, but unless yes,
I could try
I guess we
healing
just-
again.
yeah. I mean, if it takes willpower and all that
Well-
to spend it, right?
Well, I guess there's no harm if we got time. Try a D6 to get out of just broken, and then we could just rest naturally, right? So
Yeah. Oh, well, the healing. If somebody's
Is
broken,
instant.
you have to use physical healing.
Yeah, you have
I
to do
can't
the
use
healing
spell.
roll.
But if no one helps you within D6 hours, you recover anyway and get 1 point back in the relevant attribute.
Yeah. So
Right.
so Marcus can do a healing roll right now. I'll let him do 1 on each of you, and if he succeeds, then however much he rolls is how much you get back. If he fails, then you have to sit here for 6 hours. You have to sit here till 2 in the morning, and that at 2 in the morning you will then get 1 point back, and you can be not broken anymore.
Okay.
So who does Marcus want to go first?
Marcus.
Yeah, I was gonna heal Dorian first.
Okay.
With Dorian.
Try and get the finger all good.
Mighty
Fail
kind.
again.
What good are you?
I'm trying my best.
This is a great
what is
game.
What is a bane or a negative on a healing? Is that anything?
No, it just
It'll
means
damage my empathy if
Yeah.
I push
Oh
it.
shit!
it just means he's trying to do it and it's not working, so he's getting frustrated with himself for not being able to do it.
You're gonna be there.
You can push. I mean,
Broken on
you
your
can
wit.
push if you want.
For empathy. Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
So
Oh
so
man, you
you
didn't need to push.
so you healed Dorian for 2. So Dorian, go ahead and fix yourself up to 2 strength. You were not broken anymore. You still have the damaged, whatever that damaged.
Empathy.
No, Dorian has a damaged
Oh.
hand or something,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
severed.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, where do I say that?
it's
Yeah,
in
put
your
that in your bio.
Yeah, it's in your
notes.
combat page under critical injuries. You have
Its character.
you have
Oh, okay.
a severed finger, and if you click the details, it'll tell you exactly what that means. And so you can't use
Yeah, I
two-handed
don't see
weapons.
it.
So you go to open your page, go to combat.
Yeah.
Oh, someone
Yeah,
added
it doesn't have the
something. Critical
details.
injuries.
Well, I just clicked on. I didn't see anything under critical injury, so I was going to add something, but
I'm looking right at it. That's so strange.
Maybe you can edit it.
yeah. Should I not be playing with this or?
Yeah. I mean, I'll.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you're good. We're,
Yeah. We'll leave it for now, and I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
Okay. So now, Marcus, on to the next one.
If you want, you don't have to. Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Who was that
You're
for?
getting better. You're getting better.
That one's for Garrick.
Okay, go
Thanks,
ahead.
man.
Go ahead. Update your sheet there, Garrick. Ooh, he pushed it. So now you're healed for 3.
Damn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
That's to make up for the foot.
Yeah.
Has to make up for not doing this. Not doing this during the combat.
you. Sorry, couldn't heal you in the moment. Had stage fright. That's awesome.
So now Dira next, or is Dira not broken? No, she's not broken.
She's not broken.
Okay.
I'm not
She's
broken,
close.
but I mean, you
Okay.
can heal me.
So yeah.
I could try to heal you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah,
See
he's
how
gotta
well
be
it goes.
exhausted. Marcus healing all these people. Ooh, nice. Getting better.
Yeah.
What'd you give me?
All right.
2.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So add 2 to your sheet there, Dira. Very good.
Powerful druid.
Yes.
Under the right specific circumstances, when there's no bad guys around.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think what have we learned from this fight? I think we need to
Have
give
you
some
fun?
space and run for cover or something.
That's true.
Just
True.
that the game is dangerous. That's all. I mean, you guys didn't. It's not like
Yeah.
you guys made any stupid mistakes and made blunders. It's not like that. It's
Oh,
just.
thanks.
That's not what
When you
happened.
went in,
I mean,
yeah, when you went in with that ice sword, I could have like all those dice being rolled, and you're like 2 damage.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, we had to have it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys didn't do
Ah.
anything. You guys didn't make any mistakes tactically. I mean, it's just he was rolling crazy ass, and you guys were rolling terrible. I mean, that's all it was.
Yeah.
So it's just that.
The next time it won't be so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
Marcus heals up Dorian and Garrick and brings them back to hurt but okay. And you guys all just look at each other from the firelight.
Never talk about this again.
We just look at each other, not even a word, just shake our head,
Just
and then we just pass out
shame.
and fall asleep. Oh god.
All right. I guess since I have the most health, I'll keep watch while you guys all rest.
Sounds
so
good.
so
Okay.
pathetic. You healed us, and now you have to stay up and keep watch.
About time you did something for this group.
I'm
With
healthy.
12 heroes too.
That's so funny. So you guys all ready to just turn in and tuck tail and heal up and rest?
I think so.
Gonna
Okay,
sleep.
So we'll fast forward to
Cool.
midnight. So now it's midnight, and all of you are fully healed up now.
Ooh, nice.
Nice
Oh
day,
no, not so much.
He kept watch and didn't. You can roll. You can push, or you.
Push.
Come on.
You can
Oh
see-
yes.
Okay.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
So yeah. So Marcus keeps watch, and it's a quiet night, and there's nothing going on. No more
Okay.
demons. Nothing of note. So now it's midnight, and the 3 of you are rested and healed up. You're all fully healed up every way, except Dorian still has this hand issue. But so now, what do we want to do at midnight?
I
I'll
see.
stay up and keep watch.
Okay.
If Marcus, you need to sleep at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the middle of the night. I don't see us doing anything, right? Yeah,
Okay.
you got wits and empathy to.
Yeah, go to sleep.
Okay. Does anyone else want to stay up, or just Garrick?
Stay up.
You don't have to. I mean, if you sleep till 6, that means you won't get tired until 6 the next. So you don't have to stay up. It's not needed.
Well, then I guess I'll continue to sleep.
Okay.
Of course, knock it out of me.
Dorian.
Ooh yes.
Very good, Garrick.
I'll,
Do you want
I'll
to stay
continue
sleeping, or do you want to?
yeah.
Okay.
I'll-
So now it's again midnight to 6 in the morning. It is calm and quiet, thankfully. So now we'll say it's now 6 in the morning, and you guys are awake and healed, mostly healed, and you have a fresh perspective on a new appreciation of what goes on in the Ravenland.
Thanks, your Torm.
yeah. It's like,
I
we
mean-
owe him, seriously.
To be fair,
He needs us.
he's got a dragon. I mean, if I had a dragon, I wouldn't be scared of shit.
Yeah,
We didn't ask
yeah,
for a
that's right.
dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's probably kind of a
You got the
badass
dragon.
without that dragon.
If he had
Yeah,
sent
yeah,
his
yeah.
army over, we would have been fine.
That's so awesome.
All right.
So now we just wait for the cords. Or no, we were gonna head back into town, right? But yeah.
Whatever.
Well, if we head into town, we need to try and steer clear of Augerville.
All the places we pillaged.
Yeah,
Nice.
Augerville.
stay away from
I say we go head in right away.
the smithy and all that.
They don't know what we did.
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, isn't this the same armor that those adventurers were wearing? Why is it sitting on my floor? Hey, where's my expensive armor?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, huh?
Stole
Hey,
this from
look,
a
your
dead guy.
Torm. No, just,
It's slightly used now, so
yeah, right.
got blood on it.
Do you guys want to call it here or?
Yeah. We'll call it.
Sure.
Good stopping point. Oh, super fun. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that we kind of got our asses handed to us, but it, in a weird, sick way, it's still really fun.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
one
absolutely.
died.
Yeah, hey, we didn't die. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky that I didn't get another turn because I was going to activate the level 3 icy breath.
Yeah.
If they
Oh,
fail,
Jared's other foot.
they're frozen in place for 15 minutes.
Oh, that's how.
Do you know how many turns you can get in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 15 minutes enough for me and Dorian to heal to be able to get up to do anything.
Well, yeah,
Right
yeah. I
now, but
Mm-hmm.
that's
immediately
awesome.
start healing you guys, but
That's a long time. That's forever.
yeah,
In the game terms, combat terms.
Yeah, that's forever for sure. That's awesome. You
Super
guys.
fun session.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
that
good.
was awesome. That was very awesome.
All right, you guys. Well, this was really fun. Thanks for playing, and we'll probably see you next week. Sounds good?
Yeah.
we still need to do
Oh, experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
very
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
very good.
Oh,
Very
we
good.
defeated an enemy.
Well,
Did
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. Zeratorm gets an experience point. Sure.
like he needs any more. Yeah, so we got Player's Handbook, skills. Oh, whoa. Your adventure. Okay, here we go. Did you participate? Yes, you did, so you get 1. Did you travel through at least 1 hex on the map that you'd not visited before? No. New adventure site? No. Did you defeat 1 or more monsters? No, you did not. Did you find a treasure worth gold? No. Did you build a function?
Knowledge.
Well, I was gonna say a
Mm.
treasure. We got an army. That's a treasure.
All the knowledge he just let us
Game
have.
master rules. Negative.
No, I'll say that's fine. I mean, because that's kind of a weird thing that you guys acquired for yourself. You did get a freaking half of an army. And it is worth 1 gold or more. I shouldn't, but I'll say yes. So I'll say yes for that. Did you
Yeah.
build a function in your stronghold? No. Did you activate your pride? You didn't actually have to because you just rolled it straight.
Yeah, I pushed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no, you didn't activate it. Did you suffer from your dark secret? No. Did you risk your life for another PC? No. Did you perform an well? Okay, so here's where I'll give you your point.
I'm kidding.
I won't say you got a point for getting treasure, but you did get an extraordinary action, is where you got an army to work for you. Like you That's pretty unusual. Like to get another leader's army to work for you by your words and your deed for what you've done. So that's pretty awesome. So I'll say that you get a point for that. So all of you guys this time you get 2 XP.
Oh.
Very cool, very cool.
Shout out.
All right.
Awesome.
Fun.
Good fun, you guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time, all right?
Yeah. See you
All right.
next.
All right,
See you
bye-bye.
guys.
Everyone.
See you.
Bye.